All right, I'm back. Hi. Sorry about that. um, that happens sometimes. My internet will just randomly cut out for like a minute, not even, and then go back. So I apologize for that. Um, yeah. Think nothing really particularly stands out for me for Vancouver. For Carolina, Bashir with nice 27 points. Uh, Renoff with 12 assists. It looks like they were just really tough time shooting for them. Um, they just came out a little flat in the third there, so that happens and better. Well, it is a negative 40. That's the feels like today, class. So that might have something to do with it. Might be that cold weather. All right, New Jersey, Philadelphia. New Jersey wins by 19 here. Player of the game is going to be Bugsy Mogs. 4 blocks, 19 points, 10 rebounds. Very solid performance from him on 8 of 13 shooting. Very nice. Getting great production off the bench, too. I'm not even going to try and pronounce this name. Atsushi Murasakibara. I hope I said that right. Yeah. But 8 of 9, 17 points, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks, and assists. That's great bench performance. You love to see it. Over on the other side for Philadelphia, Buffalo with a nice 20 points. Only 2 turnovers this game. That is hugely impressive for him. Why am I getting canceled? What did I do? Anyways, that is a huge improvement for him. +8 on the plus minus. Only starter with that. But it looks like they just got killed with the bench. That's just how it is. So that pronunciation was atrocious. I tried, bro. Listen. All right, we're just gonna leave that game then. That's how we're doing it. We already watched this game. We already reviewed that one. We don't need to do that. I'm over here getting attacked by the woke mob. All right. Austin, Puerto Rico. Looks like Dunkin' Donuts had himself a nice game. 24 points, 3 boards, and a steal on 10 of 14 shooting. Very efficient game from him. You get 10 points from Gaffier. I think I said that right, but looks like they may have gotten in some foul trouble. Only 18 minutes for the starter. Looks like he really carried the load offensively there. 3 steals from Johnson. Actually, lots of steals this game. 4 from Okoye. 13 steals for the team versus 6 for Puerto Rico. Being attacked by the woke mob in chat right now. Blaz is attacking me. Puerto Rico. 28 points from Kane and 22 for Heasbean. Very solid duo performance there, but looks like they didn't get much help. Only other double-digit scorer was Belle Delphine, but lots of shots taken. 0 for 10 from Michael Scott. Really rough night shooting. That's about it. That's it. You know what? I'm being attacked here, all right? I don't need to hear all this. Singapore blows out Indiana. Tugboat Rider, 23 points, but your player of the game is going to be Patrick Money. 12 points, 1 assist, 19 boards, 8 blocks. Nearly the triple-double off the blocks. 3 steals. Amazing performance from Patrick Money. You got 10 assists from William Miller. Franz Funderbunk doing Franz Funderbunk things. Very efficient. 18 points, 9 boards. Very, very solid. But Patrick Money, my God. Montavious Banks with a nice double-double off the bench. So overall, a great team effort there. Indiana had their 2 God Simgod and Von Salner go off for a combined 40 points. But a little bit rough on the efficiency there. 5 of 18 and didn't get much help. Eric Garlick goes 2 for 12. 2 for 9 from Brick Squared off the bench. Just rough shooting. That they had the clamps on them tonight. So big shouts out to Singapore. I do not microwave cereal, but bro, come on, man. That meme belongs to somebody already. Stop trying to make it a new thing. Vegas beats the Sting by a solid 11 points. Oh my goodness, Jerry Riggs. If we had this award, which we don't, but my most improved player drops a solid 41 points. on the South Beach Sting. My God, that is impressive. And he got some help too. Herschel Andrews, Brandonowitz, and Bright all dropping 16 points respectively. Very solid performance from them there. Over on the South Beach side of things, Kashmir doing Kashmir things, dropping a nice 23 points. Dave Davidson still sucks. 17 points from Umbolter and Boot off the bench. Very solid performance there, but just looks like they cannot get it going with some of their other starters. Miami Vice goes 4 for 12, but has a nice 15 boards. A solid double-double for him, along with 3 blocks in it. All right. Jerry Riggs, 41 points. My goodness, that is absolutely bonkers. All right. San Diego Admirals triumph over the Ontario Legends by a solid 15. Roby Bryant dropping a nice 33 points, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, 0 assists. You know what he says, just get the rebound. Goes 2 for 6 from 3-point land. Solid performances from other players included a nice double-double from, I want to say it's Jackson Kennedy. Flat Earther goes a perfect 4 for 4. From the field, gets some nice 10 points there. So solid performance by San Diego. Over on Ontario's side of the thing, a little bit rough. Reeve goes 3 for 9, but gets a nice 10 points. I don't really... Fourth of Cup of Butter had 12 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. Yeah. I'm sorry, there's just not a lot to amp up right now. But I know Ontario is getting better. We've seen them drop. They went from dropping 50 points a game, they're up to 70. So offensively, they're getting. All right, final game. And then we go to day 2. Frankfurt triumphs over the Quetzals, 95-82. Huge team effort here, but George Gordon with 13 points, 15 assists, and 8 rebounds. So close to that coveted second double-double. 2 steals as well. 4 of 12 shooting, not the prettiest shooting performance, but it didn't seem to matter as all the other starters are also dropping double-digit points. Stryker Jr. with 16, Kirk with 14. So solid performances all around. 4 of 7 for Billy Diggler from 3-point land, who drops 15 points on his own. Did I not say triple double? I don't understand what is being asked of me. Anyways, whatever. The Quetzals had 21 points from Soderberg, 8 of 14 shooting, very efficient. Ruby with the reigning defensive player of the year with 11 rebounds, 2 blocks, 2 steals, 8 points. So coming into his own as a scorer here, but just not enough to get over it. Looks like in the 4th and 3rd quarter, the Frankfurt Falcons. All right. I think we're just good to go until the 8th. So looks like Edinburgh gets the W by 9. Ontario gets a victory over Detroit, and Madrid triumphs over San Diego. Mexico. Yeah, I would agree. All right, let's see what happens with Edinburgh, who wins by 9 points here. Player of the game is Hayes Nagatoro with 25 points, 4 boards, and a block. 7 of 18, 6 of 15 from 3-point land, and really helped out because Airbud went 0 for 10 on the day. Very much struggled, but it didn't seem to matter as Edinburgh gets the victory. Over on the Puerto Rico Passion side of thing, Kane goes 9 of 14, drops 24 points. Drops another 14 on 5-17. Michael Scott makes up for his performance a little bit from last time, drops 15 points on 5 of 12, but it just was not enough to get it done. And they end up not taking home. Havoc with a casual 20 rebounds. Yep. And 13 assists from Captain Fat Billy. But nobody wants to hear about him, so we'll move on. All right. Ontario with another W. You love to see it. On Ontario, lots of performances here. You know, like I said, maybe it's because they're naked. Maybe that's why they're getting the victory. Jason Ray, 25 points, 5 assists, 3 boards, and 4 steals. Just an all-around great performance on 8 of 16 shooting. A little bit rough from three-point land. 3 of 11 from there. But looks like they ended up making everything that wasn't a three-point shot, so maybe move your game a little bit more inside. You've got from Ferrari, if I'm saying that right, 16 boards, 3 steals, 4 blocks. Huge defensive effort there. Richards drops 20 points with 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and steals. Great performances from the Ontario Legends. Over on Detroit side, Mobavo drops 21 on 9 of 13. You got 19 points from Sonny, who goes 7 from three-point land. 2 steals and 2 blocks for Jones. With 5 assists on top of that. And so looks like the shots were not falling for Detroit, and Ontario took advantage of that. You know, I'm gonna be honest, Blaz, I don't know how to fix it. Oh, did you already send it to me? I don't even know how to add this, dude. I don't know what I'm doing. I just drag it into a little thing. That's all I got to do is put it into the graphics folder. All right, to do it. You're gonna watch me do it right now. Jerseys. No, you liar. You are a liar, sir. That is not how you do it at all. And I can't even tab into the chat. Oh, wait. Ah. All right. There we go. Yeah, on. Oh. Dev team. There's a dev team one. So. We'll go through this game and then I'll save and I'll reboot and we'll see if it works, and if it doesn't work, deal with it, I guess. Oh, well, I already oversaved. I'll just rename the file, I guess. Madrid Matadors with a victory, about a blowout victory, 19-point W over San Diego. The Worm leading the way, 11 of 21 with 16 boards, 3 steals, 6 blocks. Everything you want out of a player, just huge. But don't forget about Quarter Cup of Milk, who also had 6 steals and 3 blocks. So 9 stocks total, 6 boards, 3. Them. Very solid. 15 points off of, I'm going to mess it up, Tex Legacy. Thank you, who drops 15 off the bench, 6 of 10 shooting. And then they get 11 points. Yeah. For San Diego, Froby Bryant drops 25 points, 9 of 21 shooting, but just really rough shooting from the bench. You got 2 of 15, and then, I mean, you got a bunch of guys who missed a bunch of shots here. Really rough shooting. Oh. All right. Save. I guess I'm gonna quit. Oh, do I have to rename the file name? Where is it? Where is open file location? The fuck is this? What is this? That's cap. I'm about to ban your ass, bro. I can do that. Oh, I can do that. Here, just doing these and. Yeah. Why does the nothing file exist? We're doing it live. There we go. All right, well, the minors team in my WSBL will now have that. Jimmy, I'm like 80% sure you don't have kids. One. And two, why? Why? Why would you watch this? Jimmy is not an old man. I'm pretty sure Jimmy and I are friends on Facebook, and if we're not, then that needs to change. Oh. Alright. I'm just sending the next set of games. I'm done talking to y'all. Y'all goof. New York with a victory over Austin here. Oh, okay. Panama beats Indiana. Detroit beats Frankfurt. Seattle over Mud City. Vegas blows out New Jersey. Mexico City with a 8-point W, and a bunch of other teams played that we don't. Oh, the Sting lost again. Big surprise. You'll get to Mud City, Shu. You just sit there and wait, alright? Alright. New York's player of the game, Pasta Rockman, with 21 points, 2 assists, 7 boards, 1 block, and 4 steals. Very solid performance from the forward who's really coming into his own to lead the way over in victory. Ishak Boz with 3 steals and 5 blocks, along with 12 points and 14 boards. I'd argue that's almost your player of the game. Honest. Yeah, I don't know. That's bizarre. Yeah. Anyways, so those are kind of your team leaders there with a nice plus 20 net rating. Austin, 22 points from Johnson there. 6 of 12, 6 of 11 from 3-point land. Very solid performance there. But Dunkin' Donuts goes 5 of 20, which is a lot of empty possessions, and the bench goes 3 for 23 off the bench. Granted, 3 of they were 3-pointers, but just not enough bench production. Fell behind in the second quarter and just could never quite catch back up. Sting drop a game to the Madrid Matadors by 2. Really gonna hurt their playoff chances here. Matadors player of the game, again, the Worm, 17 points, 10 boards, and steals. What else do we got going on here? With a nice 17 points off the bench from X Legacy. Much of anything else, but you also got is this Osmosis Jones? Odyssey Jones. Been a lot cooler if it was with 3 steals and 4 blocks, along with 9 points off the bench and 6 boards. Very impressive. In 1/4 cup of milk, gets 2 steals and 6 blocks. Over on South Beach, we get 38 points from Kashmir, who goes 9 of 23. Miami Vice has 3 steals and 4 blocks, along with 12 boards. They get some solid bench performance from Webb and Umbaltar. That's about it. Dave Davidson fouled out and only played 11 minutes. He stuck. Embarrassing. So can get dropped in Madrid. Singapore drops 1 to the Vancouver Venom, loses by 4. For Vancouver Venom, Muford, again, your player of the game, 9 of 15, drops 19 points with 4 steals, 7 assists, 5 blocks. Baines over there, 3 of 4, with a nice 14 boards and 7 points, along with 5 blocks. Very, very efficient from him. In off the bench, Tanner drops 17, 6 of 7. Very impressive there. For your Singapore, again, it's always a team effort for them. Willie Miller did not hit his shots tonight, but you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double-digit scoring performances, along with 2 double doubles, 1 double double by Swantavius Banks there. And then you got 6 stocks by Patrick Money again, who's kind of that down player. Panama triumphs over Indiana by 9 points here. Adam Mella with 14 points, but basketball chess is going to be your player of the game off the bench with 13 points, assists, 9 boards, a block, and 4 steals. Very solid bench performance right there. For those starters, Adam Mella again drops 14. Peter the Great drops 12. This team loves to steal. Someone call the cops because they be stealing. Even though they have less steals, so that didn't work. What's Indiana got? Indiana doesn't have a lot. God Sim God drops 20, 8 of 19. They had a lot of steals on Indiana, actually. They had a ton of steals. Starting lineup combines for 8 steals. Yeah, not a lot to talk about over there. Missed a lot of shots. Tough. Buzz. And I'm trying over here. Nobody wants to commentate with me. Y'all sit there and you sit here and judge me when I do this by myself, but nobody ever wants to come and commentate. You get paid. You make $2 million. No. I don't want Uber in the box. No, Uber is banned from the box. You never asked. We ask all the time. It's called a hiring post, Jimmy. Oh my goodness. All these people. Oh shit, I've opened the floodgates. Holy's about to be on. Well, whose fault is that? Okay, I gotta talk about the games. Give me a second. Dude, I was told it's Edinburgh. I'm saying Edinburgh. Not related to Edinburgh. Detroit Generals get a W, led by striker Mobeo, with 13 points, 14 boards, 2 blocks, 2 steals off a nice 6 and 9 shooting performance. We got Troy Jones, who also has 4 steals, 4 assists. Mike Hunt, gotta space that one proper. With 3 steals, 9 points off the bench, solved that. For Frankfurt, this is rough. Starting lineup could not get a shot. They shot 33%. As a unit, I think the bench actually inflates that number a little bit. I can't do the math right now, but just all around very rough performance for Frankfurt. Detroit getting in there, closing out with good defense. That's always what they've been. Good job, Detroit. Seattle Mud City. 13-point W for Seattle, who end up holding Baby Yoda a little bit. He still gets his with 25 points on 10 of 19 shooting with 11 boards. Over on Seattle's side, though, Konstantin Selic, 10 of 20, 9 of 16 from three-point land. My God. Drops 30. My goodness. That's bonkers to me. I don't think I've seen that good of a shooting performance from deep on that volume. Fitzgerald, not to be forgotten, also goes 5 of 16 from 3. Not as good, but still solid. Ramza, 10 points, 4 boards, nothing really special. That's all right. Kirkby, though, with a nice double-double, along with 3 steals, 3 blocks. Huge defensive performance from them. And the bench is getting involved. 12 rebounds from Johnson. Quentin from Brown, really doing their job playing the ball. Ramaza is a inside joke. Well, I guess it's not that inside. I know. Seymour Woods goes 6 of 20. Really, that Seattle defense really showed up big, contesting lots of shots. Pretty much holding everybody to under 50% that isn't named Baby Yoda. I guess McKinley had 50%, but it's on 4 shots, so really count. Rue was 5 of 6. Maybe if someone watched the finals, they would get it. Vegas Volts with a solid 18-point dub over the New Jersey Blackcats. Looks like Riggs got helped a little bit. So Herschel Andrews definitely stepped up big time. 10 of 15, 15 rebounds, 24 points. A steal, a block, 2 assists, stepped up huge. Riggs has kind of been known as their scorer all season long, but still gets 14 points, which is real solid, and 4 steals. For New Jersey, Bugsy Mogs 13 and 9. You got a near double off the bench with Murisaki Bara. I think I said that, and McBasketball, who drops 15 points. But Vegas just really held New Jersey in check, and Herschel Andrews feasted down low. The Quetzals with a close W over the Lightning, led by Soderberg's 25 points and 11 boards, along with 3 steals and a block. 9 of 20 shooting for him, helping bail out kind of some suspect shooting performances. 0 for 11 from 3-point for Petrov, but does not matter. Yeah, that's really good over there. Buffalo, love to see the turnovers down. 22 points for them, 6 of 18 shoot. You know, I'm a Buffalo stan. So that's just how it is. But Philadelphia does get a nice double from Dingo off the bench. 10 points, 13 points. So, congrats to them. Man, dude, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I really have to pee. And I've got like 4 more days of a bunch of games to do before we get to that point. Yeah, this is a pro Buffalo stream. We are Buffalo stans on this fine day. All right. Les, you can't even control it. I have to control it, so it wouldn't matter if you were here or not. All right, we're going. All right, Ontario beats Carolina by 5. New Jersey gets a 2-point victory over Puerto Rico. South Beach drops another to Detroit by 9. Madrid with a 20-point blowout over Philadelphia. Lake Superior squeaks by Panama. Austin with a 10-point W over Indiana. San Diego loses by 5 to Mud City. The Quetzals, they lost. All right, lots of games. Ontario with a 5-point W, led by 3 players in particular over there. Elliot Richards is going to be your player of the game with 27 points, 4 assists, and 11 boards on pretty damn solid efficiency. Played 42 of the 48 minutes that basketball is played. Yep, that is correct. Which is insane. Just going out, getting his. With Barack Obama putting up a nice 21 on 7 for 11, and Ray over here putting up a nice 21 on 6 of 19, but 3 3-pointers made, 9 assists from them as well. So solid performance from those 3 that helps propel them over the Reapers. But Bashir would not go down without a fight, dropping 44 points and 17 boards. My goodness, man. 3 of his teammates did foul out, so he did have to play a lot. Almost 4 of them did. Almost. My goodness, that's insane. Bashir with 44 points in a losing effort. Really, 1 of 11 from Albjornson is tough. Renoff didn't really shoot much. Had 5 fouls, so looks like the teams are tied in number of fouls. Defensively, Ontario stepped up, but just shot better on higher volume, which is going to help you out a lot there. So, congratulations to Ontario. All right. New Jersey almost blew the lead. Nearly blew the lead. They had a 16-point lead at one point, and they nearly blew it, but they did take it back in the end and get the 2-point victory. Player of the game for them, Bugsy Mogs. Nice 12 points, 13 boards for them. Ishak Baz is not on this team. Why am I talking about him? We have 2 purple teams in the New York/Jersey area. That's why. But solid team performance. No one particularly stands out to me as like this guy carried. It was basketball to me. I don't play guitar. I don't own a guitar. Actually, I do own a guitar. I just don't play it. Tri-state area, fam. Too big. Okay, I can't play guitar good. This doesn't matter. This is the conversation we're having. Puerto Rico Passion. Let's talk about them for a little bit, because I want to give a big shout out to Takashi, who has 2 steals, 6 blocks, and 9 rebounds, and 15 points. Very, very solid from them. You get 18 points from Heisman on 50% shooting. Yeah, good job to those two on Puerto Rico. So, for the next one. Dave Davidson, the kind of dude to own a guitar he can't play. Facts, dude. Speaking of Dave Davidson, let's see how he did. So Detroit gets the victory over South Beach with Chinyul Sani. Say that right? Leading the way with 22 points, 5 assists, 3 boards, a block, and a steal. Cloudera with 19 as well on 9 of 16 shooting. Steal and block, but huge shout out to Mobeo, who had 10 rebounds, 4 assists, and 7 steals. That plus 24 plus minus is showing up real big. Good solid performances off the bench. Plus minus doesn't tell the whole story, but Ash with 14 points, plus 24. You get 12 rebounds from. Over on the South Beach side of things, rough night for them. Kashmir does drop 35 points, has 3 assists, a steal, solid performance from him. Bud Webb off the bench goes 6 for 9 with 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Really solid performance off the bench there. As far as starter players, JQ has a double with 14 and 11. Miami Vice drops towards 7 blocks, 2 steals. Very high defensive effort there. So, probably lost this game because of Dave Davidson. He had a minus 28, so kind of ass, but that's all right. All right. That is all right. Madrid with a 20-point blowout. Okay. I just want to say something. Madrid is wild. I did not expect them to be good, and they are messing people up, man, left and right. Part of that's because of the Worm, who drops 12 points, 5 assists, 21 rebounds, 3 blocks, and 2 steals, which is just absolutely bonkers. Huge defensive effort from them. Lee Oswey dropped 16 points on solid efficiency, 7 of 16, 2 for 8 for 3. A little rough there, but that's all right. Then Odyssey Jones off the bench goes 6 of 14, 12 points over on Philadelphia. It's tough. It's hard out here. Rough shooting night. Todd Dion is their leading scorer. Todd Buffalo. Sorry, breaking my heart out here. Only played 12 minutes. Had 4 fouls, but still, that's your leading scorer. That's someone you got to play a lot more, and that's probably why they took a L there. All right. Lake Superior squeaks by Panama due to a very rough third quarter from Panama. Your player of the game is going to be Tony Buckets, who drops 24 points and assists as a rebound and a steal on 10 of 14 shooting. Real efficient shooting there, despite the rest of the starting lineup having a pretty rough night. Samora goes 2 for 10, Tippins goes 2 for 9, Buckets goes 2 for 15, but it does not matter. The end. Panama with 21 turnovers versus Lake Superior's 15. Lots of steals for Lake Superior. They had 15 steals on the evening. When you can steal the ball and score in transition, which it looks like they did, they only scored 6 points on the fast break. You gotta be joshing me, dude. Trying to hype you up. Getting W's. Basketball the third, with 17-17 for Panama. That's my player for them. All right, Austin with a 10-point victory over Indiana, led by Mudbutt with 12 points, 2 assists, 13 rebounds, but 7 blocks and 2 steals. This is crazy, man. There's so many. But the whole starting lineup kind of popped off here. Johnson, who goes 6 for 11 from 3. Very impressive, drops 20 points there. Every starter was double-digit scoring. Indiana, their 3, Garlic, Von Selner, and Simguide combined for 46 points, but not enough to get it done. The efficiency there just not shooting well enough to overtake Austin. Had a really rough third quarter that ended up not being able to seal the victory. So, All right, Mud City with a very close victory over San Diego. And hey, I don't have to say the line. Yayi Yawa is your player of the game tonight with 11 points and 22 rebounds, 3 steals, 3 blocks, 2 assists. Baby Yoda, 19 points, 620 tonight. Seymour Woods goes 1 of 14, but it end up. Sorry. Ends up not mattering, despite the rough shooting, because this was a low-scoring game. Over for San Diego, lead scorer was Roby Bryant, who goes 8 of 24, but just rough night of shooting for them. Not able to get it in the hoop, shooting 38%. Actually, somehow way less. Wait, how? What? Oh, fouls. Duh. Mud City, 82% from the line on 28 shots. So fouls ended up losing San Diego this game. Thank you for asking. I'm actually getting over COVID right now. I had it. I've had it for about the past 2 weeks, but I'm fine. I'm okay. So that's not me joking. That's like I actually had COVID for the past 2 weeks. It sucked. Not fun. Not a good time. All right. New York Imperials. Takes the W over the Quetzals. Player of the game going to be Pasta Rockman, 24 points, really stepping into his own. You love to see it. 24 points and assists, 6 boards. Ishak Boz with 3 steals, 4 blocks. You know, he shoots a lot more when the game is simmed than when it's for Mexico City Soderberg, 14 points for them. Petrov 17, and then 14 points from Cambridge. Del Vecchio drops a nice 2 steals and 4 blocks, while Ruby drops a nice 4 steals and 1 block. But just not enough to get it done. Fast break points weren't quite there. So Madrid is wild this season. Yeah, Madrid's insane. Not gonna lie. All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sim this day because it's a short day. Then I'm gonna go pee. I'm giving you guys a lot of time. Let's take a while. Seattle takes an L to Singapore. Vancouver gets blown out by Mud City, and Vegas beats Frankfurt by 12. Oh well, I can do another day too. Then it's gonna be short now. All right, Singapore, huge victory here. Player of the game is going to be Patrick Money, 21 points, 4 assists, 14 boards, 3 blocks, a steal. Just overall, really solid performance by him. Franz Funderbunk goes 10 of 16 with 13 boards. So you got how many double doubles? 1, 2, 3, 4 double doubles by Singapore. All very efficient too. Willie Miller getting his. For Seattle, Ramza, rough night, 1 of 7. Selleck goes 6 of 16 from 3-point land, which ain't terrible. But Fitzgerald goes 3 of 18 on the night, which is rough. Kirkby, real solid performance, 9 of 20, 22 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, 6 blocks. So close to the 5x5, bro. Let me just have one, please. I want to see it. And then Schreiber off the bench dropping 19. Very solid performance. Good performance by Seattle, but Singapore dominated in the paint. 82 of their 111 points came from the paint. They made Seattle, you know, they made them get physical. So Singapore is a great team. Yes. You know, Singapore, you know, some argue that Singapore should have made the finals last season. They were one step away from being right in there. So, all right, Mud City versus the Venom. Mud City runs away with this one. Baby Yoda dropping 26 points and assists, 4 boards and a steal on 10 of 18 shooting. Very nice shooting from him. And then Rowe, I think it's Rowe. Caitlin Rowe, is that right? Rocks. Either that. Goes 6 of 12 with 5 rebounds. Assist, steal, block off the bench. Yeah, Vancouver starters just could not get it done. You know, bench came on, provided a little bit of spark offensively, but even 4-14 from Tanner. is tough. And I mean, Baines had 20 rebounds, which is really, really good. But aside from that, there's not much to speak of for Vancouver starters. So just a really rough night for them. True. Oh, well, I will keep that in mind. Thank you, Vlad. Bolts with a nice 12-point victory over the Falcons. Lieutenant Surge is your player of the game, who you don't see often for them. Drops 23 points, 2 assists, a rebound, and 4 steals. But really good performances from a lot of guys on this team. Lieutenant Surge goes 8 for 15. Riggs goes 22, drops 22 on 8 of 17. Brandonowitz goes 6 of 10. And then even Steele off the bench, 7 of 10. Really solid performances from a lot of players on the Volts. Really, really good team basketball there. Over on the Frankfurt side, Striker Jr. struggled a little bit, going 5 of 14. Gordon 3 of 13 on the night. Kirk doesn't score at all. I don't know if it's the defense, what it is, but just could not get it done. Just could not get it done tonight. That's how it goes. It's the fouls. I'm telling you guys, you gotta start upping that discipline. 32 free throws versus 18, and they converted at a higher clip too. So just one of those things, right? All right, we'll do this one too. Unicorns versus the Quetzals. The Unicorns gonna get a big W, 22 points. Yeah, I'm going P before I do all this. This is doing the most. Oh, actually, we have a game on. Pretty sure? Nope, we don't have a game until the next day. This is the day we have a game. Singapore and Detroit. All right, well. Heck it. All right. My discipline's 50. See, my discipline's 63, and I fouled out a lot. So I don't know how it works. I'm wondering if your defense is bad, then you don't foul as much because you're not playing defense. I'm wondering if that's part of it. I'm genuinely curious. Okay, Unicorns. Nagatoro dropping 20 points, but Bernstein is going to be your player of the game with 15 points, 6 assists, 11 rebounds, 2 blocks and 3 steals. The bench player, but getting lots of minutes. 5 of 23. That's rough shooting, but hey, you know what? Got the points. Doesn't matter. Helped out in a lot of ways. Just a monster game defensively. Had 16 steals versus 5 for the Quetzals. The Unicorns did, and Nagatoro with a nice 20 points. Nice 20 points there. The Quetzals drop. Soderberg drops 20 on 50% shooting, efficient shots. That's really all there is to talk about. Really rough night from everybody else. Fast basketball. I don't know what it is. I'm like I said, I'm curious about the defender rating, because I'm wondering if someone's bad at defense, they just don't defend as well, don't foul. I don't have to poop, bro. All right, New York beats Seattle by 10. South Beach drop another to Lake Superior. Detroit with a huge, almost 30-point victory there. San Diego wins by 11. Panama blows out Carolina by 18. Madrid wins by 10. My God, 33-6. Austin wins by 11, and that's. No, I mean, you know what I mean. You wouldn't foul if you're bad at defense because you just let them run right by you. You aren't fouling. I'm about to ban Jimmy. New York, Pasta Rockman, player of the game yet again, 9 of 18. Drops 27 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks. Very solid performance. 50% shooting from both. Other noteworthy performances, Ishak Boz with a nice 15 boards, 2 steals, 5 blocks. And then Johnson off the bench gets 4 steals and 2 blocks at 13 points. So very solid from there. For Seattle, Selleck dropped 16 on 6 of 12, 4 of 9 from 3. Fitzgerald, 7 of 17, 3 of 8 from 3, dropped 17. Kirkby, 6 of 24, 0 of 7 from 3. Really tough right there. Yeah, just rough night shooting for Seattle all around, to be honest. A lot of empty possessions, a lot of points left on the floor there. Never had the lead. New York ran away with this one, had the lead the entire game, and lost it. Live by the 3, die by the 3, right? Let's check out the Raiders, who get a nice victory, led by Johnny Buckets, 32 points on 14 of 21 shooting, 2 assists, 6 rebounds, and a steal. Tippins getting some action here with a double-double, 14 points, 13 assists as well. And then you get Samora with 14 points, 3 steals, 2 blocks, along with O'Sullivan's 5 blocks and 1 steal and 10 points. So really solid performance from the starting lineup. Over for the South Beach, Kashmir drops a near 40-point game, dropping 38 points on 15 of 22. Really efficient shooting. Davidson with a double-double, 11 assists, 13 points. JQ drops 15, 5 points, or 5 boards, I mean. Miami Vice drops 14 boards. Walter with a double-double off the bench. So solid performances there, but not enough to get it done, as Reeves II goes 7 of 16 and drops 17 points off the bench, helping to carry that. Helping carry the load that the starters were already carrying. So all right. Detroit. Damn. Dude, this is wild. This is a big victory. This might be the largest we've seen. I don't know if I've seen one bigger than this. I may be wrong, but I don't think I've seen a margin of victory bigger than this. Player of the game is going to be Striker Mobeo with 11 points, 12 boards, 3 assists, 4 blocks. I mean, Detroit, Mobeo went 3 of 11. But I like Jaro shooting a lot better, who goes 7 of 11, drops 19 points. Didn't do much of anything else, though. You get 4 steals from Sonny. You get 4 steals from Jones, 2 steals from Cordera. Get a bunch of blocks in here. Looks like just a lot of tough turnovers. 26 turnovers for Philadelphia. And besides Dingo dropping 17 and 12 off the bench, there ain't much to talk about. Won by 38. That's not 38 points. Not even 30 points. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. San Diego wins by 11 over the Frankfurt Falcons. Led by Jackson Kennedy is your player of the game, who drops 10 points on 4 of 11 shooting. You got 14 boards, 3 assists, 4 blocks, and a steal for Obi Bryant. Struggling a little bit, still gets his, drops 20. But 6 of 20 ain't the usual Froby we're used to seeing. Over on Frankfurt, Tall, 8 of 20, drops 18 and 11. Kirk with the near double-double for them. Just tough shooting for them tonight. 32% on more shots, too. And they just didn't get to the line as much. I'm telling you guys. Free throws are the new meta. This is the meta. Free throws. That is how it goes. Panama with a giant W over the Reapers, led by Peter the Great, who drops 33 points and nearly gets his double-double with 9 rebounds, 11 for 25 shooting, but 11 from 22 from 3. Huge 50% on that volume is wild. Stanton getting involved too with 24 points, 5 boards. Yeah, really solid. And then a great performance from Chess off the bench, who only gets 6 points, but you got 6 boards, 4 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. You love to see that from your bench guys, just kind of getting involved in everything. Over on Carolina side, you got 25 points from Bashir on 7 of 21 shooting with 12 boards as well. Renoff drops 14 assists. And then Felix off the bench with 14 points. Dude, discipline. You don't want your discipline at 45. That's pretty low. Shoot gets it. Just don't play defense. Matadors continue their dominant streak a 10-point victory over the Volt. Sweet Oswey is going to be their player of the game with 18 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 5 steals. But really, it's a team effort here. One time, despite going 2 of 12, goes 12 of 12 at the line and gets 18 points for the team. The Worm with 13, 11, 5. A really, really good team effort here. You're getting double-digit points from 6 players. You're pretty happy in this league. Over on the Volt side, Riggs drops 33 points on 12 of 29, with 5 rebounds, 3 steals as well. Herschel Andrews was 16 and 8. Nice performance from him. So, but just not enough to get it done. And then Steele off the bench goes 8 of 16, dropping 8. All right. Last game before we get into spectating mode. Austin with a triumphant victory over Mexico City, led by Dunkin' Donuts yet again. 29 points, 6 boards, a block, 2 steals. Solid performance from him there. You get 15 points from Oki, who also has 7 assists, and then a double-double from Gauthier with 17 boards, 14 points. And then Cunningham also off the bench. Double-double with 13 rebounds, 10 points, and then 4 blocks for measure. Over on the Quetzal side, you get 33 points from Soderberg, who goes 14 of 24, 9 rebounds. Del Vecchio with 10 rebounds, 4 blocks. Very solid defensive performance from them. Crybaby drops 16 assists, which is wild, but just not enough to get it done for the Quetzals on this day. All right. Now we get to watch a game. We get to watch Singapore, Detroit. Boom. This one. All right. Get it going. Oh, wait. Hang on. I'm going to... Whoop. Say it. I don't want to get yelled at. So. All right, Edinburgh blows out Ontario. Frankfurt gets a close victory over Vancouver. South Beach loses yet again to Panama by 8. Puerto Rico with a 10-point W. Austin wins by 5 over Philadelphia. Mud City blows out Indiana by a near 30-point victory. Get into it. Any specific jerseys you guys want to see? South Beach does not have a first rounder in the next draft. South Beach doesn't have a first rounder for the next 3 drafts, I don't think. Detroit third jersey. Oh, those are fire. All right, yeah, we'll rock Reds versus Blues. All right, let's get into it. Singapore Sun Bears. Starting lineup: Willie Miller, Tugboat Rider, Old Man Buckets, Patrick Money, and Franz Funderbunk. Rounding out your starting lineup there with Detroit Spacjero, Chinyuli Sani, I think I said that right, at the guard spot. Troy Jones and Kira Cloudera playing your forwards, and Striker Mobeo at the center spot. All right. If you don't like squeaks, that's too damn bad. I'll be back in a moment. we got a spicy game. Golly, Franz Funderbust with converting at the line there. Fago. My goodness. Did I wash? Of course I washed my hand. Come on, bro. I didn't even see the... I'm in foul trouble. Yeah, both teams are in foul trouble already. Eat him, bro. Tight matchup. I'm digging the red versus blues. There's a nice steal by Brent Ash. And Big Yoshi makes the three-point shot at the other side. Tugboat Rider with the... I did answer. Yeah, you guys. I didn't. Man, I'm turning the chat off. Y'all are getting. You guys have lost your right to interact with me. I'm just gonna talk about the games. Mike Hunt with a nice rebound, and Wilmot Turkey takes it and slams it on the other side after a Swantavius Banks steal. The ball around here. Back Jarrow makes both free throws. Wilmot Turkey fooling out here. 2-3 so far. Detroit takes the lead. Now it's all tied up. And Singapore with the lead. Very tight game here. 48 points to Detroit's 47. Swantavius Banks, their player of the half, 11 points in the first half here with 6 boards, but really where he's shining is on defense with 3 steals and a block. 5 of 11 shooting for him. Some players are struggling a little bit right now. No one's shooting particularly great. Swantavius Banks, obviously has the points from, a lot of its volume. Thunderbunk right now, 50%. Same with Buckets, who is 2 for 4, but Patrick Money right now struggling a little bit, 0 for 6, but does have the 10 rebounds and 3 blocks to help make up for that. On the Detroit side of things, right now their leading scorer is Sonny with 10 points on 4 of 6 shooting. Really, right now, it's a team effort when it comes to scoring buckets. Jones is for 6 right now, which is a little bit of a struggle. Mike Hunt 1 for 8 off the bench. But Big Yoshi 3 of 3 in 9 minutes. So really performing well there. So get into the second half. Singapore is getting a little bit of a lead now, 10-point lead. Haven't had that all game. Franz Funderbunk stepping it up, 7 of 11 right now. Tugboat Rider goes on the other end after Franz Funderbunk steal and slams it down. Singapore getting a pretty nice lead here, pretty comfortable lead of 13. Patrick Money with his 15th board this game, and a comfortable 12-point lead for Singapore here. They're, when Detroit scores, they're firing back. And Singapore has let Detroit back in this game with only 2 minutes left. It's a 3-point game, but Tugboat Rider's going to convert at the line. And there's a rebound. Miller. Looks like a steal, but there's an actual steal. Bugs Bunny slams it down, and it's a 4-point game. It's going to come down to the wire here, folks, but Franz Funderbunk going to help seal that. Willie Miller at the line. Montavious Banks cannot shoot a free throw. My goodness. And that's going to be game, I think. That's going to be a 9-point victory for Singapore. Huge victory for Singapore there. Franz Funderbust with a solid 24 points on 10 of 14 shooting. Despite the 5 fouls, manages to stay cool and stay in the game to help ice it for Singapore at the end there. What else is noticeable? Swantavius Banks gets that double-double. 14 points, 12 rebounds, 4 steals, 4 blocks for him. Detroit Generals, great game by them. 16 points from Cloudera on 6 of 9. Donnie with 16 points on 5 of 8. Just could not get it done. Could not stop Franz. Had himself a great game. Troy Jones did foul out, but he still played 28 minutes. So I don't know. I mean, that is how it goes. That is how it goes. All right, we'll check out the other games. When am I supposed to stop? I go until the 13th. All right, Edinburgh. Edinburgh with a nice near 20-point victory over Ontario. Player of the game, Hase Nagatoro, with 18 points and 8 rebounds. Solid performance from them. Captain Fat Billy, 10 assists. Havoc with 10 rebounds. Solid performances there. For Ontario, Richards with 19 points and 11 rebounds. Solid double-double from them. Ferrari with 22 boards. Love to see it. And right. And Vancouver with a narrow loss to Frankfurt Falcons. Falcons led by Virgin Tall, who has 23 points, 2 assists, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks, and steal. On 10 of 17 shooting, very efficient. Tony Yeboah from off the bench drops 21 points on 7 of 11 three-point shots. My goodness, along with 7 rebounds. Vancouver Venom, leading scorer Muford, who 10 of 15, dropping 23 points, but Baines dropping 25 rebounds. Wild. Dorian Thomas had a plus 14 before he fouled out, which is fun. Good hard-fought battle, but Frankfurt comes away with the victory. Yes, I mentioned the rebounds by Baines. Panama with a victory over the Sting here. Player of the game is going to be Basketball the Third, who drops 24 points and 11 rebounds. Of 6 of those offensively on 10 of 18 shooting, very effective. But Peter the Great makes 8 3-pointers, 8 of 13, 24 points for him. Huge game. Adam Mellett goes 4 of 17 or 4 of 7. 8 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 assists, and 0-44 with 11 assists as well. For the Sting, wow, that's crazy. They went to the line 48 times? Jesus Christ, and still lose? Come on, man. That's just wild. Carlton Cashmere, who drops 35 points, goes 10 of 18. Dave Davidson, unfortunately, sucks again. Well, I guess that's fortunate for everybody but me. 1 of 7 shooting. Rough night for him. Miami Vice with 4 blocks. Balter goes 215 off the bench. Real rough for him. Joey Din, nice 6 points. Yeah, Webb, 12 free throw attempts. Wild. He was just getting fouled every time he went up. Unfortunately, not enough. So Panama is going to take the victory. Said some of these are crazy. 8 of 13 from Peter the Great. This one stands out to me. That's just super efficient shooting. Really, really good. Puerto Rico gets the 10-point W over Carolina, led by Bogut, who goes 21 points off the bench. 21 points, 15 boards, 4 blocks, 2 steals, 4 assists. Nearly the 5x5. Man, I want it so bad. I want someone to do it. 27 points from Kane, who goes 11 of 17, 3 of 4 from three-point land, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. So lots of scoring from those two right there. Over on the Carolina side, Bashir doing Bashir things, dropping 32 points, 9 rebounds. Brooks with a solid 6 of 10 performance, dropping 15 points, 9 rebounds, nearly getting that double-double. Yeah. That's it. All right, Austin with a narrow victory over Philadelphia, 73-68. Rough night of shooting, it looks like, for everybody, but Mud Butt is going to be your player of the game with a near 5x5, 11 points, 3 assists, 11 boards, 2 blocks, 3 steals. Johnson with 4 of 13 from three-point land, helping get a little spark offensively there. Philadelphia struggling. Boucher, 9 of 23. Zion, 5 of 17. Dingo, 2 of 11. Just really a rough night shooting for them. They shot 34% as the team, and couldn't make it up in other areas, whereas Austin could shoot a little bit from 3. 7 of 28 gets them that victory. All right, we just watched this game. I don't need to talk about it. And then Mud City with a huge W over Indiana. Player of the game is going to be Baby Yoda for their efficiency. 9 of 12, drops 22 points, 5 assists, 4 boards, and a steal. Seymour Woods right up there with scoring, a little bit less efficient, 7 of 18, but 20 points, 3 assists, 2 boards. Yawa with a nice 12 boards there, and then 3 off the bench with 9 points. Over on the Haymakers side, God drops a nice 34 points on 7 of 14 and goes 20 of 21 at the line with 10 boards, 2 blocks, 2 steals, and assist. Just tough from just real tough in other areas of the game. So no one was really getting their shots to fall. 4 of 13, 2 of 11, and sometimes that happens. That's just, those second chance points, those offensive rebounds that Mud City was garnering. They were turning those into points. 17 points there versus Indiana's only 2 there. So that's gonna be a huge contributor. And that day I need to make sure I don't go too far. I don't want to get yelled at. I go until the 13th and save. All right, 2 games. Frankfurt, Birds beating Birds, and Ships beating Raiders. God, dude, so many games. All right, Frankfurt is gonna go ahead and take the W here by 13. Virgin Tall, again your player of the game, 16 points, 12 boards on nice 7 of 12 shooting. Love to see it. Zach Mouse off the bench with 5 of 13, 11 points there. Second lead for besides Duke Marriott, who goes 7 of 8. Really impressive, 14 points. Quetzals, Soderberg goes 6 of 12 and 11, perfect from the line, 11 boards, 23 points, 3 steals. Very solid performance there, but the rest of the team kind of struggled. Ruby had 3 and 3 for steals and blocks, very impressive from the reigning defensive player of the year. Petrov 3 of 17, but three made buckets from 3. Very solid there. So. Let's check it out. The Admirals getting the victory over the Raiders, led by Froby Bryant's 34 points, 4 rebounds, 3 steals, and an assist on 11 of 21. solid shooting night for him. Who gets plus 10 on the box score, plus minus. Main thing to talk about there. You get 10 boards from long pipe. That's really it. I mean, Froby just balled out. Let's be real. Froby balled out. Over on Lake Superior side, buckets 8 of 13, nice 17 points there. Tippins with 14 boards. That's wild because that's a point guard. 6 assists, 2 steals. Goes 2 for 8 from the thing, but that's crazy. But you know, if you're leading rebounders, your point guard, I think you have other problems. Looks like lots of fouls drawn up by the starting lineup. You got 5 from Samora, 4 from buckets. And that's gonna put Froby at the line, and that's tough. That's tough. All right, a lot of games today, so we're gonna go kind of quick. Vancouver beats New York 83-77. Austin with a victory over Philadelphia. New Jersey barely squeaks by Edinburgh. Madrid with another huge W. Detroit over Panama. South Beach falls to Lake Superior. Mud City is gonna topple Ontario. Vegas squeaks by Singapore by 4 points. San Diego blows out Puerto Rico. Seattle with a 30-point W. My goodness, lots of points. We're gonna go kind of quick here, folks. Vancouver with a what is that? 6-point W. Yeah. Muford, your player of the game, dude drops 21 points, 3 assists, 5 rebounds, 5 steals. Get some blocks in there, buddy. I need that 5x5 soon. You got 6 and 9 from Baines. Only 9 boards. Didn't really foul at all. I'm surprised that usually Baines is a higher rebounder kind of guy. Dorian Thomas only played 14 minutes due to foul trouble. Tanner also fouled out, so maybe they had to make some lineup switches at that time. That's why. For New York, Pasta Rockman goes 6 of 20, but does drop 21 points on 9 of 11 shooting from the free throw line, with a steal and 2 blocks. Boz again with 15 boards, 2 steals, 3 blocks, continuing kind of that defensive player of the year stretch. Johnson with a nice 4 steals and block off the bench, but not enough to get it done defensively. End up falling by 6 there. Austin beat Philadelphia by 11 points here. Dunkin' Donuts, your player of the game, 16 points, 6 boards, 3 steals on 8 of 16 shooting. Very solid. And then off the bench, they had Graves, who dropped 6 of 13, 4 of 9 from 3-point land, 3 assists, 2 steals to get him 16 points off the bench. Really confused. What do you mean you lost to Philly? Philly lost in the. Anyways, I'm just gonna keep going. Bosher with 20 points for Philly. Buffalo, my man, dropping 22 points and fouling out. Just Buffalo things. Dropping 22 points in 17 minutes. That's wild. That's absolutely wild that happened. But rough shooting off the bench. 1 of 6, 2 of 20, or 2 of 10. Just rough shooting for Philadelphia off the bench and unable to take the big. All right. New Jersey barely beats Edinburgh. Bugsy Mogs again, player of the game. 16 points and 25 rebounds. My goodness, calm down, buddy. 8 offensive boards, 17 defensive. You love to see it. Justin Slimberlake also goes 6 of 12 from 3-point land, dropping 18 points, and Mo missing buckets. Was kind of missing buckets tonight. 8 of 22, but it doesn't matter because that's all from 3. Getting that helping propel New Jersey for a victory over the Golden Unicorns, who had Havoc go off for 22 boards as well. Just lots of missed shots. Lots of missed shots. Nobody really was shooting like crazy. I think that's 2 defensive teams. Edinburgh, despite leading in fast break points, New Jersey led in second chance. So 19 lead changes in this game. Very contested. Madrid does not stop, do they? Sweet Osui with 30 points, 5 assists, 4 boards, 2 steals. 11 of 28, 5 of 11 from 3. Juan Time goes 8 of 11 from 3 as well for them, dropping 27 points with 5 boards, 4 assists, 3 steals. So really, those two just combined and popped off. But don't forget about Tex Legacy off the bench, dropping another 20 for them. Over on Indiana's side, God drops another 25. Eric Garlick dropped 18 points with 8 assists, 6 boards, but the turnovers are really killer there with 6 turnovers, and just did not get the bench help they needed. Brick Square does go off for 14 points, but that's 5 of 12. Where was I? Did we watch this one? This wasn't what we watched. No. Detroit with a victory over Panama. Player of the game is going to be Troy Jones with 18 points, 4 assists, 6 boards, and a steal. Really all-around, well-rounded game. 8 of 14 shooting for them, and kind of was the only consistent shooter on the night, as nobody else surpassed 50%, except for Ash, who did it on 6 shots. So, it really was kind of that consistency that they needed. Over on the Panama side of basketball, dropped 17 points with 11 boards, but just could not make up. 8 of 12 shooting is really great, but could not make up lots of missed shots for Panama. They just could not they could not find the bucket, could not take the lid off that thing. 4 lead changes, largest leads were 19 and 12 respectively. All right. Lake Superior blows out the South Beach Sting, led by Johnny Buckets, who drops 25 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. They also had Tony Buckets? Yep, Tony Buckets, who dropped 28 points for them on 11 of 20. So really close there, but I think Johnny gets the nod just due to the more well-roundedness of the game with the 7 boards, 2 assists, steal. Julian O'Sullivan goes 5 of 8 with 2 steals, 2 blocks, and assists, 9 boards, and 10 points. Very well rounded from them, and then even the bench got in on a little bit of action, getting 16 and 15 from Otzi and Reed. Second. Over on South Beach side, Kashmir drops 28, and JQ, my God, 11 of 13, dropping 24 points. Dave Davidson, stay sucking, 6 of 20. Why is he shooting like that? He's got to stop. But just did not get the bench performance that they're normally used to. Usually Spud Webb and Umbalter really are dropping a lot more points than 7 points. So that's tough for them. But when you lose by over 20 points, a lot of things are going. It must sting indeed. It must sting indeed. Ontario falls to the Mud City Wolves. Player of the game is Yagi Yawa, who has been player of the game for them twice. And my goodness, pass the ball a little bit more, and maybe we could get a 5x5. 12 points, 2 assists, 11 rebounds, 5 blocks, 4 steals. Really elite defensive performance from Yawa, who goes 5 of 7 on shooting, so really effective on the offensive end. Baby Yoda does not get 20 this game. I think that's the first time I've seen him not drop 20. And they had a rough 3-pointing outing, but Allen went 4 of 9, so but probably your best performance there. For Ontario, Richards drops 21 for them along with 10 boards, and Defari has 15 boards and 12 points. So that's really the only notable thing for Ontario. I don't know, Myth, but I have also experienced some foul trouble, so I don't know if it's a point guard thing, because I've noticed it happens a lot with point guards who aren't playing many minutes. So, all right, Vegas Volts, Riggs, player of the game, once more, 30 points, 6 boards, an assist and a steal on 11 of 32. So a little bit rough there, but still got the bread, still got the bag, still scoring lots of points. So it does not matter. Herschel Andrews with a near double-double, 12 boards and 9 points. Sullivan with 13 points as well. But Bright is a bright spot off the bench. 9 of 13, 21 points, 5 boards, and an assist. Unfortunately, fouled out, which is rough. Over on the Sun Bears side of things, really rough shooting performance from Patrick Money, who has been money tonight, but elite offensively or defensively, 2 steals and 3 blocks as well. Still had that net positive rating. Looks like really just the bench did not keep up with. It looks like the bench just could not keep up with the Volts bench. They went what is that, 5 6 of 17. Really tough when your bench is going 6 of 17 as a unit, and just unable to get it done. Willie Miller with a nice 15 assists, though. And Tugboat Rider dropped 38 points. I somehow was about to skip over that. 14 of 22 and still can't get it done. That's tough. That's tough. All right. San Diego Admirals, say it with me, chat. Froby Bryant, player of the game, dropping 32 points on 14 to 29, along with Jackson Kennedy, who drops a nice double-double, 15 boards, 10 points, 2 blocks. Tsunami on the bench, doesn't get any shots, but 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 steals is really what you like to see from bench players. Over on the Puerto Rico side of things, he's been drops 20 points on 8 of 19. That's really the main thing. Belle Delphine had 10 assists. That's really the main thing that happened with them. Bogut off the bench had 18 boards and 10 points, though. Really nice play off the bench from them. All right. Seattle with a big time blowout. Player of the game, Ellick, 23 points, who goes 7 of 17 from 3-point land. Real solid 3-point shooting there. You love to see it. Ramza goes 6 of 10, drops 12 points. Kirkby goes 7 of 16, drops 15. Fitzgerald drops 18. Really an offensive explosion that cannot be contained. Carolina Reapers, Bashir is usually their go-to guy, but he goes 6 of 25 tonight, and Rose goes 1 for 11. When you're shooting 31% on 85 shots, that's tough. Could not keep up with Seattle, who got 102 possessions. That turnover differential doesn't help much either. So 10 more turns. Carolina. When it works, it really works. Yep. When it works, it really works. So going on to the 11th, I believe we sent through the 13th. So Madrid is going to lose to Mexico City. Detroit is going to topple over Austin. Lake Superior on a bit of a hot streak here beats Edinburgh. Ontario with a victory over Frankfurt. Vegas with a close one over Panama. Seattle blows out Philadelphia. That's 2 blowouts in a row for them. Let's go take a look at this game. Madrid breaking the win streak. Looks like there were 5 lead changes in the game. Soderberg was your player of the game, 16 points. 12 boards, 2 assists, 1 block, 2 steals on 6 of 17 shooting. Solid performance from them. It looks like Del Vecchio, really great defensively. 7 rebounds, 4 blocks, 3 steals for them. Just really, buckled down despite, a rather poor shooting attempt. Actually made less buckets than them, but they did get more threes, 5 threes compared to 2, and they were at the line far more often and ended up getting more points, even though they didn't shoot as high of a clip. Turner for Madrid drops 20 points. The Worm has a nice double-double. That's what you're used to seeing, but the big thing was, Madrid fouled a lot, and that got them in big trouble. Turner fouled out. Sweet Oswee had 5 fouls. That's going to get you in big trouble because those guys are big contributors, so. Madrid is human, question mark? Detroit with an 11-point victory over Austin. Spack Jarrow is going to be your player of the game. 19 points, 8 assists, 3 boards for them off a nice 7 of 14 shooting. Pretty effective there. And Sani also drops 8 points. The guard duo there having themselves a game. Austin, Dunkin' Donuts goes 9 of 21. Johnson goes 6 of 15, drops 18 points there. Lots of empty possessions, it seems, for them. Detroit made more buckets on less attempts. 10% better shooting, and got to the line a lot more. 25 times at the line. You can't be fouling like that. If you foul like that, you're gonna. All right, Lake Superior. Nice 16-point W here. Johnny Buckets, your player of the game. 18 points, 10 boards, 2 steals. As a guard, that's crazy. 7 of 17. Lots of rebounding efforts here. As you can see, I believe they were out rebounded here, 55-54. They were out rebounded, but not by what I thought they were, just by looking at the numbers. And Lake Superior just got it done defensively over the Edinburgh. Lots of turnovers, lots of fouls for Edinburgh. Looks like the foul difference is a big reason for this. 16 trips versus 28, which is gonna hurt. And they just shot better overall, 33 of 89, 27 of. There is a draw foul attribute, but that is defaulted. We've messed around with having it like be something that you could increase and decrease, but it got to the point where the game was crashing because there were too many fouls being called. So Ontario 83, Falcons 77. Yeah, personally I love the Ontario branding. I think the Ontario branding's on fire, dude. I think it's fuego, my guy. Yeah, finally fixed the jersey. They're not naked anymore, fortunately. Elliot Richards is going to be your player of the game with 18 points, 4 assists, 10 boards, 6 of 15 on the night. Getting some helps from Fau, who has 13 boards, Defari, who has 9 boards and 11 points. So a couple near double doubles, getting real close. And some okay bench performances down here. But really, Falcons just we're not scoring, and again, I'm telling you guys, you get to the line, you can win games. 23 of 36 versus 9 of 16. When you go to the line 36 times, that means these guys are fouling a lot. They're playing less minutes. Coughlin ended up fouling out. So Laz said it best. So congratulations, Ontario. Now to double-digit wins, baby. Vegas with a narrow margin of victory, 4-point victory over the Panama Annotators. Jerry Riggs, your player of the game, again, 27 points, real solid, 9 of 23. Sorry. And despite some tough performances, it didn't end up mattering. Herschel Andrews and Jerry Riggs get it done. Herschel Andrews with a nice double-double, despite Sullivan and Surge combining for a solid 50 on the night. Rough. Panama had Stanton go off for 26 points, 11 of 16. Real solid performance there, but not a lot else from the other starters. Jetson goes off for 13 points, but nobody else had double-digit points, and you need that. You need that mixture there. So. All right, final one of this day. Seattle, Philadelphia. Seattle topples them. Selic, again, 23 points, 8 of 19, 7 of 16 from three-point land. In Fitzgerald complements that real well, going 8 of 17, 4 of 6 from three-point land, dropping another 20. That guard duo helping propel Seattle over Philadelphia, combining for 43 points, almost all of Philadelphia team combined. Buffalo didn't foul out, baby. We stand Buffalo in this chat. 20 points, 9 of 24. Top performer for Philadelphia. Other than that, nothing really noteworthy to mention. 2 steals, 2 blocks, and 21 boards for Dion, though. Real tough defensive effort. Just could not get it done offensively, though. 3 of 14. All right. Big ups to Seattle. How many days we got left? We got this day. Oh, okay. So this is our last day, the 12th. New Jersey over Carolina by nearly 20 points. San Diego loses closely to New York. Singapore with a 5-point victory over Puerto Rico. Austin over 11 over Detroit. Vancouver wins by 12 over Indiana. South Beach gets blown out by Mud City. Edinburgh gets destroyed by Seattle. And yeah, all right, go right into it. Carolina dropping the ball to New Jersey Blackjacks. Missing buckets was not today. 11 of 27 and 8 for 22 from three-point land. Going off for 34 points, 5 assists, 4 boards, and 2 steals. Along with Bugsy Mogs, who goes and drops another double-double per usual. 15 points, 12 boards, 4 assists. And Murasakabari off the bench, 5 of 10, goes off for a double-double off the bench, which is huge. For Carolina, Bashir, again, not quite at the performance level we are used to seeing from them, 8 of 25, 21 points. Yeah. 50 TPE off the bench, drops a nice 12 points. But that's about it. It was tough. Despite going to the line more, they were not able to convert, and New Jersey just shot better on the evening in general. Good for them. Turnovers. All right. New York Imperials, San Diego Admirals. Player of the game gonna be Pasta Rockman. Shoots a nice 50%, 8 of 16 from the field goal. 5 boards, a block. So solid performances there. From Pasta Rockman, and then solid performances from the rest of the team. Ishak Boz with 16 boards, 4 steals, 4 blocks. And then Johnson off the bench has 11 boards and 5 steals and a block. San Diego, Froby Bryant, 9 of 26, 24 points. And then off the bench, they had 19 points from Porter, who went 7 for kind of a tough night for San Diego. All right, Singapore with a narrow margin of victory. Patrick Money back on he snapped out of the cold streak, goes off for 19 points, 14 boards, and 2 blocks. Very solid from Patrick Money there. Franz Funderbunk again drops 16 on 7 for 15, and Tugboat Rider goes 9 of 16, dropping 24 points. So real solid performances there. For Puerto Rico, he's being dropped 16. Kane drops 16. Takashi drops 22 points, 9 rebounds, 2 steals, and 5 blocks. Did everything in their power to get this victory, but just could not get it done at the end of the day. Fouls came back to haunt them. They shot 10 less free throws than the Sun Bears, and those points matter, man. Those points really matter. So 23 fouls on both sides, but I guess Singapore do as many. All right, Austin over Detroit. Mudbutt's gonna be your player of the game with the near triple double, near 5x5, 13 points, 4 assists, 8 boards, 2 blocks, 4 steals. Real all-around performance from Mudbutt over there. An all-around performance for the team. Nobody really particularly carried in terms of scoring. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players over 10 points. And really a tough defensive effort, though. 17 steals and 11 blocks versus 10 steals and 5 blocks for Detroit. Over on Detroit end, Spack Jarrow goes 5 of 6, 2 for 2 from 3-point land, and 5 of 6 from the line for 17 points. Really solid performance by them. But Troy Jones 4 of 6 or 4 of 19, and Spack Jarrow did foul out near the end of the game. It looks tough matchup. All right, Vancouver Venom triumph over Indiana. No thanks to Muford, who goes off for 24 points on 11 of 22, 9 boards, 3 assists, 2 steals. Solid game from them all around. Dorian Thomas does not foul out this game. Came dang close, but did not. Goes off for 19 points, 7 assists, and a steal with 2 blocks. 1 from 7 for 3-point land. Tough. But other than that, over on the Indiana side, Von Sellner and Godsim team up and drop a combined 55 points together, but it is not enough to topple Vancouver Venom's team basketball, baby. Yeah. Lots of empty possessions. Not a single 3-pointer made. 12 attempts. That's tough. All right. Mud City with a huge W over South Beach Sting. Baby Yoda, player of the game. 33 points, 3 assists, 7 boards, getting involved in a couple other aspects now. 7 to 10 from the line, along with Seymour Woods dropping 20 on 8 of 18. And then Allen going 4 of 10 from 3-point land. for their starting lineup. McKinley drops a nice 16 and 12 off the bench with 4 steals and 3 blocks. My goodness, the defensive effort. Almost could argue that Chester McKinley player of the game. Um, Over on the South Beach side of things, rough night from the starters. Nobody drops more than 10 on the starting lineup besides Cashmere, who of course is going to get his, right? Drops 34 or 35 points. Lots of turnovers, lots of missed shots. Just tough night overall for the starting lineup. But Walter goes 9 of 12, which is really solid off the bench, dropping 18 points and 11 boards. So really great performance off the bench there. Spud Webb with a nice 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and a steal. And almost had the triple double off the bench, honestly, which is kind of crazy. So the South Beach shot better. They just didn't have as many possessions because they turned it over 20 times. You turn the ball over 20 times, you're gonna lose games. It's as simple as that. So. All right. Final game. Then we're done. Then you guys don't have to listen to me anymore. Seattle blows out Edinburgh. I wish I could speak with Uber right now. I want to know how he feels getting blown out by his former team. Player of the game is going to be Kirkby, who goes off for 19 points, 8 assists, 9 boards. So close to that triple double that everybody wants. Selleck goes off for 20 points on 7 of 19 shooting. And then Kosten goes off for 18 boards and 6. Kane off the bench goes 5 and 9. Over on Edinburgh, Captain Fat Belly plays 40 minutes, and when he's playing 40 minutes, that's why you're losing games, But in all seriousness, tough shooting for them. 29% goes 29 for 100. Whereas over on the other side, Seattle goes 38%. Seattle's about 30. There's a lot of shots in this game. My goodness, there's 202 shots. That's crazy. That's wild to me. Not including fouls. Yeah. This would have been kind of a fun game to watch, man. Seattle with that huge 40 point first quarter and get them the W. So we'll go to the standings. Check out the standings. I'm not doing leaders for you guys. You can check the index when it's up. Sorry, but I'm not actually sorry. I got shit I gotta do, man. All right. Ooh. That's all just because you guys want to see yourselves. Don't lie to me. All right. Atlantic Division looks like New Jersey is going to be taking the W right now. Similar games played to the rest of the division, but 29-11. A lot more conference. New York, then Carolina, South Beach, and then Philly. World Division, Madrid has not a sizable lead, but a solid one. 3.5 game lead on Singapore right now. So got to keep winning those games if you want that first seed, because that's going to be very competitive. Edinburgh 14 games back. Frankfurt 15.5, 16 for Panama, and 17 or 19 for Puerto Rico. So honestly, this back half of the division is also super tight and competitive. With so many teams making the playoffs, that is something I could see happening. Over in the Central Division, Austin is currently your leader, up 6 games on Lake Superior, who's up on Detroit, Mud City, who are right kind of behind them, and then Indiana and Ontario, who are pretty far back right now, who have a chance to come back, but we'll see. And then Pacific is it's tighter than a pickle jar lid. Vegas is only half a game up on Vancouver. Seattle is only a game and a half back from Vegas. So these three very tight, and then it kind of drops off a little bit. San Diego, I think, is still in the playoff hunt. Mexico City is looking forward to season at this point, who are 20 games back. So we'll check the conference standings. Right now the playoffs are looking like this. Madrid in the Eastern Conference is your 1 seed, followed by Singapore, New Jersey the 3rd, Edinburgh the 4th, Frankfurt the 5th, New York, then Panama, and then the Puerto Rico. Is that the entire World Division? Hang on. Yeah, the entire World Division. That's crazy. That is wild that the entire World Division right now is in the Eastern Conference playoffs. That's crazy. Speaking of playoffs, Western Conference, Vegas Volts currently hold your number 1 seed. followed by Austin, Vancouver. This is a very tight division here at the top. Seattle, Vancouver, and Austin are all fighting for that one seed that or that Vegas has, with only half a game back and then a game and a half back, and then it falls off a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit, to Lake Superior, Detroit, Mud City, San Diego, with Indiana, Ontario, and Mexico City on the outside looking in. I think that's it. I'll give you guys some league leaders. All right, I'll give you guys points per game. Right. Then I'm gonna go assists. Then I'm gonna go rebounds. You can take a picture and send it to your locker room. I don't care. I'm not talking about it. I'm showing you it. Showing you blocks. Christ, Ishak Baz, man. Full block up on everybody. I think he leads the league in steals too. He's second. He's tied for first in steals. That's crazy, man. My guy is 7 stocks right now a game. What's the difference between 1 and 2 in points per game? 0.1 points. Yeah. All right. That's it. I'm done. I appreciate you all. I want you to know that. Thank you for making this league a reality. Pretty fun. I enjoy these. Yeah. We will be back on Thursday. I don't know if it'll be me. But someone will be here. So that's just how it is. All right. Friends, family. I'll catch you on the flip side, dudes. Goodbye.